Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. I've got some news. The Punisher is dead. Yeah. Earlier today, in the Melbourne news, there was a colourful character in Melbourne's landscape who was unfortunately executed. His name was Samuel uh, Abdul Rahim, and yeah, he was known to police. He was known as a boxer, um, and a gym owner, and a bodyguard, and he was just a very colourful character. He'd had a couple of he'd had a couple of attempts on his life, and unfortunately today, he passed away. But the thing of it is that throughout all the media coverage in the last 10 years of this guy, I've never known him to be known as the Punisher until now, and all over the news here in Melbourne. The Punisher has been executed. The Punisher has been executed. Yeah, really surprising, and obviously very sad for his family. But I wanted to ask my viewers: is there any local known identities who have taken up superhero names? I know there's a French. What's the word for it? He scales buildings, and he's a Frenchman. He was over here in Australia recently. He's known as Spider-Man. But yeah, that's really the only two that I can think of: Spider-Man and Abdul Rahim as the Punisher. So I thought, why not come down here and show off some Punisher books, particularly just the covers. And there was one that I was wanting to end on. It was the Old Man Logan annual. There was only ever one annual, and it had a story right at the very end. Was it right at the very end? I think so. Anyhow, there was a story in there with Old Man Frank, so the Punisher, and it was his final story. And I thought it was behind me here, but I've obviously taken it out and given it another read, and it's somewhere in here. And I'm not going to go searching for it because it's getting late in the night, and I want to go home and spend time with my kids. But I have some Punisher books to show off. So the first one we have here, as you can see, Punisher War Journal. This is issue 63, part of the Suicide Run. So at this time, Punisher had like 3 books coming out. There was Punisher. There was Punisher Journal, War Journal, and there was Punisher War Zone. And his titles were selling that well that they did a line-wide crossover with the 3 titles, and in it, the Punisher destroyed a building. He demolished this building and took out a whole lot of different mob families, and then that spiraled into a chase story, and a fight for survival. But it also created a power vacuum within all the mob families. A very interesting read and a very exciting time for Punisher fans. I have to admit that this is when I really got in on the Punisher. I love the covers, I love the story, and yeah, Suicide Run, I will read it any day of the week. I don't know if it's ever been collected. Let me know in the comments down below. Is there a trade for this Suicide Run? I don't know. The next one I want to show off is Punisher 2099, Punisher 2099, issue 28. This is when Jake Gallows takes over as the head of Shield, and it gets very interesting in that he has an objective that he wants to take out all criminals throughout the US, and he basically wants an army of Punishers, and he's leading that army. A very interesting concept, very dark. It could have gone down many different paths. The thing of it is that the 2099 line didn't last that long. At this time, there was like probably about another year worth of stories, and there was a fair bit told in this premise, but it wasn't as dark as it could have been. Yeah, it was very interesting. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's Punisher 2099 issue 28. Next up, we have Punisher issue 5. This is the Rick Remender, I think it was Michael Apina on art duties. But yeah, Rick Remender was writing this story, and it was the Punisher wanting to take out all the major villains of the Marvel Universe. And this is an homage to Daredevil, where the Punisher was shooting Daredevil through the torso. I can't remember the issue. I do have it though, because I am a big Daredevil fan. Um, for my money though, this story never really took, because I don't think Marvel would ever allow the Punisher or anyone to take out their major villains. I have to say though, I have to give credit to Rick Remender, because he certainly did do a lot with villains, and villains seem to be in short supply at Marvel these days. Yeah, and obviously, as you can see, we have Green. I was going to say Green Lantern. We have Green Goblin here, the victim of the Punisher. Now, lastly, and I will say, usually I show off like a key issue at the end. The thing of it is that all my key Punisher issues, they're all kind of scattered. And I thought, why don't I just show off a cover that's like a really cool cover? And before Jim Lee really took off, especially with the X-Men, he was on the Punisher, but he wasn't just on Punisher, he was on Punisher War Journal. And this is issue 11, and it's just a really striking cover. Yeah, there's not a lot going on here, but yeah, there's a lot of emotion, a lot of mood here, and it works really well. I mean, let's see, this would have come out, when would this come out? 1989. Yeah, 1989. Yeah, 1989. Okay, so I was like 9 years old, maybe 10 when this came down to Australia. Yeah, and this was an instant buy for a kid my age. That sounds weird. A 9-year-old Martin. Let's just say that. Now, I will say also that this $2 sticker is on the bag, not on the comic, so that's nice. But that's the key issue to end the video. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish, or I'd really appreciate it. Thanks as always for sticking with me, and I will hopefully, I will catch you at the next one. Bye, guys.